How important is it for our people to learn about other cultures, travel, see the world, learn a different language, date outside of your race? You know what I'm saying? Break that down, because that's one of your pillars.
Yeah, man. That one is very important because, again, this kind of goes back to me saying, like, you know, we ride for what we feel is right, which in most of the time these days is gangs. We don't have the Black Panthers anymore. We don't really, you know, depending on where you are in the world, if you're in Cali or if you're in Chicago or New York, you might have a big presence of the Nation of Islam. But outside of them, you know, in the Black community, we don't have positive role models to a certain degree that's in the community. Most of the people that, like yourself and myself, we move out. You know, we don't stay in hoods. We don't stay in projects. So the kids that's growing up that need this information and knowledge, they don't see me and you. You know what I mean? They go to school, they see the white teacher, you know, and things like that. So you start to become like closed into yourself, like, oh, I'm used to my niggas. I'm used to, you know, my homeboys. I'm used to the gang. I'm used to them. And then you shield off the Asian kid that's sitting next to you, that dad probably owns, you know, a multi-million-dollar company. And then the white girl that sits in front of you, her dad owns a major manufacturing company in your local city. And then right across the class from you, you know, you got the African dude that moved here. His dad owns a multi-million-dollar cement company and things like that. And you disregard that stuff because the culture tells you that entertainment and, you know, the street life is what's being promoted in our culture. So you disregard that it's billionaires making, you know, billions of dollars on cement. You disregard that that you can make billions of dollars having your own manufacturing company. You disregard, you know, the guy that his dad, you know, made his own liquor brand or whatever the case may be. You disregard all these things because you're so close into what our culture promotes, and we have a hip hop culture. And unfortunately, the hip hop culture promotes illegal activity and entertainment. You know what I mean? As far as just rapping and putting a whole bunch of street stuff into lyrics, that's what it promotes, or sexuality and all these different things. So growing up, that's what you feel like you got to do, or you got to do that because this is what you see your people succeeding in. But then you miss out on the ones that could possibly teach you something other than that, and probably make more than your rapper making, probably make just as much as LeBron making. You know what I mean? And they not doing half the work LeBron doing. You know, that sweat equity that we put in as Black people to do all these different things and put our life on the line. It's people out here making quadruple that, doing way less. And we miss that because our culture, like I said, we in a hip hop culture these days. And we missed that. So I think, you know, that was a big thing for me in the book to put that in there because it helped me. You know, real estate was something that I seen from one of my Asian classmates in high school, and I got hip to it then because he said, yeah, my dad's he's an engineer and he also builds houses and stuff like that. He said, that's what I want to do. And I'm like, for real? And, you know, I got that early. This was prior to, you know, my situation at 16. This is after that. And I'm meeting these different people that I'm like, man, I got to find different friends.